Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all students? I hope everyone is enjoying your video lessons and doing the homework assigned by your teachers. Yes, every day we had different video lessons, but today your English teacher is gonna take a different concept or a different topic, that is English grammar. Why do we all need grammar? In each and every language we have grammar, right? Why is it important? Grammar plays a very important role in the language that we speak, when we write or when we understand. The grammar is must. Whenever you form a sentence, that sentence should have certain part of speech which will make that sentence proper and understandable. So one of the most important and commonly spoken about part of speech is noun. You must have read about nouns in your previous classes. So what is noun? Noun is a naming word, right? Everything that you see around you has a name, and that names or the word name, those names are known as nouns. So in nouns we have two kinds of nouns, that is proper noun and a common noun. What do you mean by proper noun? Proper noun is a special name or a specific name given. For example, you are my student. Student is a common noun. I have many students, right? When I say student, it means it may be you or someone else. But when I say your special name or a specific name, it says that it's you, a particular person. So when I say a specific name given to a particular person, place or thing is a proper noun. And the special thing that you should remember about proper noun is that whenever you write proper noun, it starts with a capital letter. And what is a common noun? Common noun is a generic name. For example, we all have our special names, but the name like people, man, girl, boy, teacher, these are the common names. When you take the special name, you can understand it's a particular person. But when you take a common name, it means it includes many of them inside it. So the common name is a generic name or a common name that we use. In common name we have other two types, that is countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable, what do you mean by countable? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's not maths, it's English. But in English, under common nouns we have countable nouns. Countable nouns means the noun which we can count. See, I said common noun means it shows that there are many people. If you say Safa teacher, it means it's me alone. But when you say teachers, it may be Farah teacher, Sana teacher, Sumaya teacher, it may be anyone. So you can count teacher, right? Count teachers. So countable nouns are known as, the nouns which you can count is known as countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable, the nouns which you cannot count. For example, can you count the sand? Sand which you find outside, can you count it? No. Can you count your hair which is there? Can you count 1, 2, 3? Can you sit and count it? No, it's uncountable. Okay, now I have water. If I ask you to count how much water is there in this bottle, can you count it? No, this is a uncountable noun. Or the gum present inside this bottle, can you count it? The gum which is there inside it, can you count it? No, it's a liquid form, you cannot count it. So these are the uncountable nouns. So uncountable nouns are nouns which can be counted. For example, cups, you can count the cups, right? 1 and 2. And countable noun have their plural form. One cup is cup. If there is more than one cup, then it's cups. Apple, if it's one apple, apple. If it's more than one apple, you can count it, and it is known as apples. Uncountable nouns are nouns which cannot be counted. It cannot be counted. For example, a glass of water. The water present inside the glass cannot be counted. But we use a glass, so a quantifier to define the number, right? If there are many glasses of water, I can say there is 2 glasses of water. That helps you to count the quantifier. The quantifier helps you to count. But can you count the water that is within? No. So it's uncountable. Or a bowl of soup. Can you count the soup inside it? No. And these words don't have plural form. For example, water, waters. Have you heard the word waters? No, it's only water. And even soup, they have only singular form. There is no plural form for the uncountable nouns. There are some exceptional, for example, furniture. Furniture you can count, but it is uncountable noun because there is no plural for furniture. If you are using the word furnitures, then it's wrong. You are not supposed to use the word furnitures. It's only furniture. Okay? So, countable nouns have their plural. Uncountable nouns have no plural form and are always expressed in singular form. So, let us see some of the examples for countable and uncountable noun. And keep in mind, countable noun have plural form. But uncountable form do not have plural form. They are always expressed in a singular form. Now let's go for the example. Children. Children. Can you count the children? Yes. How many children are there in your class? You can count and you can tell me, right? So children have the singular form of it, right? Child, children. The singular form is child and the plural form, more than one child, is children. Now next, men. Men is the plural form of man. Man, men. You can count? Yes, we can count how many men are there around us. Next, babies. Baby, if one baby, baby. And if there are more than one baby, then we call it babies. There is singular form for baby. And this is a countable noun. Next, car. Car. You can count the car? Yes. How many cars are there around you? You can count it and it has a plural form. So this is a countable noun. Chair. There is one chair here. If it's more than one chair, then it's chairs. So they have their plural form and it's a countable noun. Bags. Bags. If one bag, then we call it bag. More than one, bags. Singular and plural form there is. So bag is a countable noun. Now next we will go to uncountable noun. Rice. Rice. There are grains, but can you sit and count the rice? No, you cannot sit and count the rice. So rice is a uncountable noun. And to count them or to show how many number of rices there, we use a quantifier. The quantifier is a bag of rice or a sack of rice. A sack of rice. Next, sand. Can you count sand? No. And there is no plural form. Do you say there is lots of sands? If you say, then it's wrong. It's only sand, a heap of sand. So sand is a uncountable noun. Next, sugar. Sugar. A bag of sugar or a packet of sugar. Do you call it sugars? No. In a packet there is lots of sugar, but you say a packet of sugar. Do you say a packet of sugars? No, sugars is wrong. It is expressed only in a singular form and it's sugar. Next, bread. Bread. See, slice of bread, slices of bread, you can count it. Right? One slice of bread. 2, 3, 4 slices of bread. But we don't say 2 slices of breads. It's wrong. If you are saying it's breads, then it's wrong. It is only bread. It has only a singular form. To say the quantity of the bread present, you use the word slice. Okay? So this is the uncountable noun. Next, chocolate. Chocolate, you know those candy chocolates, maybe you can count, but the bar of chocolate, you call it bar of chocolate. You don't say chocolates, a bar of chocolate. And chocolate is a uncountable noun. Ink, ink pot. Have you seen? You must have seen the ball pens you have. There is a refill in it. There is ink filled inside. Can you count that ink? No. Or a bottle of ink. We use bottle of ink, right? The word bottle. So ink is a uncountable noun. Milk, bottle of milk, but we cannot count it. So this is also a uncountable noun. Bottles of milk. We don't say bottles of milks. It's wrong. No milks. It's only milk. It is expressed only in a singular form. Next, furniture. This mistake, commonly we do it. Very commonly we do this mistake. It's we say there are so many furnitures. That's wrong. We are not supposed to express the word furniture in a plural form. We can express only in a singular. That is, we can say 3 pieces of furniture, lot of furniture, one furniture, only furniture. If you are using the word furnitures, then it's wrong. In English, there is no word furnitures. It's only furniture, and it's one furniture, 2 pieces of furniture. Okay, so furniture is a uncountable noun. It's not a countable noun. It's not furniture and furnitures. The plural form of furniture is furniture itself, and we count it as a pieces of furniture, like 3 pieces of furniture, 10 pieces of furniture, or 1 piece of furniture. Okay, I hope you have understood the countable noun and uncountable noun. See, I'm going to repeat it once again. Noun is the name of the things around us. There are 2 types of nouns, proper noun, common noun. Proper noun are the special name given to a particular thing, person, or a place, but common noun is a common name or a generic name given. Common noun is classified into 2 more types, that is countable and uncountable. Countable nouns are the nouns which we can count, and uncountable nouns are the nouns which we cannot count. And the words or the things that come under countable nouns have their plural form, but the words that come under the uncountable form do not have their plural form. I hope it's clear to you. You have some exercise in Banyan Tree book and some examples given. Go through it and be thorough with it. Till then, Jazakumullahu khaira.